This is set up for game 5. Set up for game 5. Special rule is that pretty much the whole board has to be used. It says you deal out the cards, the territory cards, which are also the warfare cards. Here are our first 5 warfare cards. We have added missions to the game now. So if someone completes this mission, then we put a new mission out. So we shuffled all the cards between all the characters. This time our first turn. And we also got to add new things. This time Raz Garcia is first player, and he was first placement, I believe, too. And he put that one down. Then second turn, it will be Kyle Weller with the Private Military Corporation. And she put this thing down. You got these blue powers now, which you get to do at the beginning of the game for every game. Third turn will be Antifa, led by Cassandra Evans. What I'm doing is I'm making sure nobody plays a faction that they haven't played. That's why I'm putting the stickers down. Then Jet Sinclair, who has yet to win a game, who has been eliminated in every game so far. Roz has won 2 games, and Angus Smith has won 2 games. Both have been a global game and a skirmish game. Jet Sinclair has been eliminated in every game so far. So we'll see how that works. And the Mafia will be ran by Angus Smith, who won the last skirmish game, by the way, which opened up all these special new things, which would be the blue factions and the mission cards and some other stuff. So this is how they set up. Everybody gets a Scar card. And everybody gets at least 2 cards that go from their deck. They're supposed to have a discard pile, and they reuse that. So this is the setup for game 5. I will come back after I finish playing the game and show you how the game ends on game 5. So each game has like some special rules that apply to that particular game, and they have some flavor text which I will read to you about this particular game. It's game 5, a global game. Here's its flavor text, and here's its special rules. Game 5 Global. It says, the warlords were not fast enough to prevent the carnage inflicted on the environment, so the rising of the latest new continent caused the unprecedented destruction, which this was the new content which Raz Garcia got to add because he won the skirmish game. As the final refining facility was brought offline, weather distortion and other atmospheric anomalies across the globe have decreased. However, the repercussions of the seismic upheaval generated by the creation of another continent-sized landmass continues to spread throughout the world's oceans, creating towering tsunamis, obliterating entire coastline. Temporarily, the violent aftershocks, electrostatic discharges in the planet's atmosphere, and various climatic echoes of the fundamental alteration to the face of the Earth have brought, alteration to the face of the Earth have brought unfathomable chaos. Communications have been greatly disrupted by the cataclysm, and forces are searching for new safe locations and to rearrange with their command and control networks. Invariably, the confusion and fog of war lead to further confrontation. So, since there's confusion, that is why you randomly sent all the cards to all 5 of the factions. And as you can tell in this game, Xena Jones is not playing because it's only the 5 factions, and nobody's picked her to be their warlord, but she's also not got a shadow force either, like she did in game, I think it was 3. Yeah, game 3 she had a shadow force, so I had her play in that one. And I had her play in game 4, which was the skirmish. I'm going to have her play in all the skirmish games for just, for fun, to have, instead of 5 players in skirmishes, have 6 players and give it a little more fun. Besides, it's my game. Anyway, I can do what I want to, right? You're supposed to change the boards and whatnot anyway, so why not? Anyway, so I'm playing some special rules myself that I'm adding to the game that are different from the regular game, like the idea that nobody can pick a faction that they haven't already picked until they've played each faction at least once. And as you can see, here's the different continents. And as you can see, the islands are right there. The red player, which is Antifa, I named him Antifa, has an advantage here with trying to win. All they have to do really is take over this, to complete the mission, is to take this one over and somehow cut through over here to take this one over. So maybe they'll make it. Yellow faction, which is the veterans, has the ability to take this continent. The blue faction, which is the mafia, has the ability to take this continent. The red faction could decide to take the Europe instead of trying to complete the mission right now. Or they can try to race to complete the mission. It looks like white might be able to take Australia, or this continent, which is down under because it got named by Rosgas Syria. They might be able to also take over Oriental, which is Asia, which got named by Angus Smith because you can name a continent as one of your reward if you win a game. So we'll see what's going on, and we'll come back to you at when the game is over with. And then I will probably play I'm thinking about playing Game 6 and Game 7 today too, if I can get around to it. So I'm probably going to try that. And I will do startups for Game 6, showing you how setup works for Game 6. And I will show you how setup works for Game... And I will do end game for Game 5 and Game 6, and I will also do an end game for probably Game 7. Which, every skirmish game at the end, it has basically a spoiler alert type deal. So, remember, God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Keep on gaming. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Jesus loves you, Jesus God, Jesus Lord, Jesus King, Jesus ruler. Comment down below, I guess, who's your favorite warlord, and or which is your favorite faction, and or who you think is going to win this particular round or game of global conquest. Oh yeah, and the object of the game, of course, is to have 4 control markers, which I forgot to put out. Your base represents 1, so you only really have to earn 3. And you start with 1 unless you've already put your name on the board. So they don't start with 1, and they don't start with 1. So I got to get 3 of them out of the bag here and put them on the board. And I figured out what these things are for. These are cyber control tokens. They use them to basically modify dice, add 1 point to the dice roll. So I'm pretty much kind of not using them. And if you notice, we added 2 new stickers. We connected base At the end of the turn, you may move any number of connected troops to this territory. In Mercenary 2, if you occupy this territory at the end of your turn, add 2 troops to it. So we'll be adding new stickers, scar stickers on the board. Here are the bunker, ammo shortage, and mercenaries are still there. If you occupy a territory with your warlord sticker at the end of your turn, add 1 troop to it. Oops, I have not been doing that. I need to start doing that. Anyway, remember, guys. Anyway, have a great day. Later.